Hey, everybody, it's Anita Foster with the Arlington ISD coming to you today from my kitchen, being joined by three outstanding guests to talk about a virtual teacher job fair that the Arlington ISD has coming up on April the 28th. I'm very honored to introduce you to Becky Wagley from our HR department. Hey, Becky, how are you?
Hey, Anita, I'm doing good.
So you're at your home as well, right?
I am. Yep, this is my virtual office.
Yes, I think we
You
all
can see
have
the
one of
living
those.
room. Yeah, there's a living room in the background. We might get a cat walking by on the screen.
Okay, that's very possible on my end as well. I'll just point that out. Now, you, Beth Ann Woodard, you're our principal at Little Elementary, coming to us from, it looks like, maybe your study or your living room.
I'm in my dining room.
Oh,
Yes,
very
this
good.
is my homemade office at home where I've been residing for the past weeks.
Very, very good. Well, we're thrilled to have you to give some good tips on how to
Thank you.
interview well. And then we have Daniela, who is with us as a first year teacher who was at our job fair last year, right?
I was, yes.
And where are you coming from today for our
So
interview?
this is my bedroom. It's very bare because I've just moved. So
Okay.
I was
Oh,
moving in the middle of the whole pandemic, and
oh
I just
my.
decided to give up on that and just try to relax. So
Well,
we're
it's
doing
funny.
that.
We're all in a different room of our home, but we're all here for the same united purpose. And that's to encourage teachers from wherever you are to consider coming to a virtual job fair on Tuesday, April the 28th with the Arlington ISD. Becky, we'll start with you. Now, we did not originally plan this to be a virtual job fair. Tell us a little bit about the job fair that you had planned and the one that we actually have coming up.
Every year we do a teacher job fair, and it's a huge event. Obviously, Daniela came to it last year, and it's a chance where all of our principals get together and we get to meet with all of our either graduating seniors that are going to be first year teachers or our experienced teachers. And it's just a great time. Everybody has a lot of fun. We get to meet a lot of people, answer a lot of questions, and find some really good candidates to hire for our open teaching positions. So that was originally scheduled for April 4th, and it was going to be at our Career Tech Center. And with the pandemic and the school closures, we had to do some kind of last minute rearranging. And we were able to find a great virtual platform where each of our schools is going to have a booth. It will be virtual, but it'll still be a booth per school. And we also have some departments attending, like fine arts, athletics, world languages, special education, and early childhood. So it's basically the same job fair that we were going to have, but now it's virtual. You can register by going to AISD.net/jobs. And there's a link right there on the website that'll take you to the Career Eco platform. And it's really simple to register, and it's really simple to chat and get to meet with the principals.
Fantastic. And Becky, we're going to come back to you in a little bit to help us repeat those instructions. But Miss Kidwell, I want to turn it over to you because you came to that job fair that Becky mentioned that we did at the Career Tech Center last year. And this year, we will be doing that virtually. But it sounds like the same goals. What were some of the things that you were impressed with the job fair last year?
Yes. So I was impressed with the with the seamlessness of everything. I didn't feel pressured or stressed. I was very nervous, obviously, coming in as a first year teacher and as a student who hadn't even graduated yet. But it was really easy. The principals were super kind. Everybody was very welcoming. And I think that was the biggest thing for me was, does it feel like our professors would tell us, does it feel like home? Are they welcoming? Are they nice? Because these are the people that you're going to work with for the rest of the year, at least. And so that was what I was looking for. And everything seemed to be very smooth.
And Beth Ann Woodard, over to you, our principal. What are some of the most important tips, whether we're in the virtual space or not, some of those best tips that you have to help those job seekers do really great interviews?
I am always looking for the perfect fit for someone for my campus. And the first thing that I look for is your heart. Do you have a passion for teaching, working with students of whatever grade level you are interested in? And how are you expressing that in the interview? How do I know you have that passion for young children? Another piece that I'm always looking for is, do you have a growth mindset? Are you willing to do whatever it takes to persevere? I can teach you all of the pedagogy that you need to know, but are you willing to stick with it and try your very best and learn new skills along the way? If you have that growth mindset, you will be successful for any challenge that comes your way.
Ms. Kidwell, I want to roll back to you because you mentioned, you went to that job fair last year. Now you're in your first year in Arlington.
Yes.
How have you seen the district help teachers and help our students cope with this pandemic?
Yeah, so the district has been very accommodating with our teachers and with the students. We reached out to our students very early on to let them know everything was okay. Obviously, we had a lot of parents and a lot of students scared about what was going to happen and all of the uncertainty. And I love that AISD's priority was feed the children first. We will take care of everything else, later academic wise. And so that was important for me. For the school and the district to know that the priority for everybody was safety and basic needs. And then for teachers as well, they had been taking care of us at first. They didn't just throw us into something that we didn't know, we eased into it.
And Principal Woodard, you've got a huge team of people over at Little Elementary. You've got some longtime teachers, some new teachers, lots of staff. How has this transition impacted you guys at your school?
We have all jumped right in, and everyone has used their talents and skills to help each other out along the way. Teamwork comes into play when you are in a situation like this that are uncharted waters. Everyone helps everyone out in whatever way they can. We keep spirits lifted, and ultimately reaching out to the families and seeing how we can support them through this transition as well.
Well, you guys have done an outstanding job. The teachers, the principals. Becky, I'm going to toss it back over to you to say you guys have had to support a lot of employees. And when you're reaching out to new teachers to come to Arlington, what are some of the key takeaway lessons that we've learned from this pandemic that you would say, look, Arlington is the place to come?
Well, I think just how the district handled the situation, like Bethany said, reaching out to students, focusing on those top priorities like food first before they went into teaching. We in HR immediately started turning things virtual. We made sure that all of our principals could interview virtually on our different platforms that we have, and we started to work on a virtual job fair right away because we wanted to we still have to hire 500 teachers this summer. So we still have to reach out, and we still have seniors graduating and things like that. And so we just transitioned everything virtual. And, it took a couple days to get used to working from your home and the new ways that we reach out to people. But I feel like my team got up to speed pretty fast, and we are getting ready for the job fair.
So, Principal Woodard, what would you say to teachers, even in this crazy time, that are looking for a new position in Arlington?
You came at the right time because we have openings and we are looking for wonderful people. When you come to that virtual job fair next week, come dressed, ready for success. Remember, you never have more than one time to make a great first impression. Bring those specific examples that you want to share about times that you have shown that you persevered, challenges you faced, or examples of teamwork that you can share. Bring those because there will be opportunities to share those examples with specific principals at different campuses. Also, I would say if you have special skills you want to highlight, make sure you share those with the principals. Be yourself and make sure you smile. Smile the whole time. Doing this all virtually will be different for all of us. So we're all learning together. But ultimately, I've done several interviews already on Zoom or different platforms. And you can feel it coming through the screen. We can still tell if it's a good fit and you're the right person. So invest your time in it and have a successful job fair. We look forward to seeing you all.
Well, that is very exciting. Becky, tell us about some of the positions that are open that are most needed at the job fair.
So one of our main focuses this year is our full day pre-K program. So we have a lot of pre-K openings for bilingual and ESL certified teachers. We also are going to have classroom assistants open in pre-K, which we will not talk about at this job fair, but another one in the future. We always need bilingual teacher candidates. And there's a lot of high need areas like special education, and that's at elementary, junior high, and at our high school level. So those are just a couple that we are focusing on this year. We do have openings though in pretty much every area. You know, all of our core subjects. We need all grade levels of teachers. So this is a really great time, like Beth Ann said, to have our job fair because we know where we're already getting resignations and retirements in. So the principals are learning early where their openings are so they can go ahead and set up interviews at the job fair. If you go to AISD.net/jobs, there's a link right in the middle of the page that says register now. So just click on that link. It'll take you to a site. It's really simple. The job fair is April 28th, Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We know that there's a lot of teachers that are teaching virtually right now. So we tried to pick a time that they could, if they were teaching, that they could stop for their lunch break and join a chat with the principal and, one of our many.
Well, it's absolutely phenomenal. And who knows, Ms. Kidwell, maybe you'll get a new teacher at your school and y'all can share stories about the job fair. And Principal Woodard, you are a shining star in the Arlington ISD. We hear great things about your leadership every day. So thank you so much for all that you do. And to everyone watching, if you're a teacher or you know one who's looking for an outstanding district to join that has demonstrated leadership, we're home to the 2016 Superintendent of the Year with Dr. Marcelo Cavazos, and we're surrounded by tremendous leaders in all of our campuses. Just go to AISD.net/jobs and join us for our virtual job fair Tuesday, April the 28th. We'll see you there.